So we're looking at the problem on the bottom here of 6 minus negative 2. Go ahead and model the first number. I did it on the paper and with my chips. Remember, if I go too fast, you can always pause. So what I want to do now is subtract or take away negative 2. But since I don't have negative 2, I need to use my zero pairs to help me subtract. So remember, a zero pair does not change the value. I can add this to my chips and it doesn't change the value. I'm just adding 0. And I can add as many zeros as I would like, and it never changes the value because I'm just adding 6 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. So in this case, I'm trying to take away 2 negatives, which is 2 of the red chips. So I can add these 2 zero pairs in. Now I have the ability to take away 2 negatives, or 2 red ones. So I would do that, and I'm left with 8, positive 8. So 6 minus negative 2 is positive 8. Now I understand that that doesn't sound right to you, because if we take away from 6, it should be smaller. But you also have to remember we're working with negative numbers, so everything on the other side of the number line from 0 is different. It looks similar, but has its own set of rules. So in this case, 6 minus a negative 2 is 8. So let me show you how to draw that on your paper. So we're going to draw our original 6 again. And now I want to draw that I have some zero pairs. So 0 pair, 0 pair. Now I can show that I am taking away 2 of the negative, and that leaves me with 8. Now again, I understand that it's a little bit outside of your comfort zone at first, but once we start using these more often and you see it more often, then you're going to develop an understanding. So don't get upset if you don't understand it right away. Let's flip our paper over and look at the ones on the back. So here I have 5 minus negative 2. So I'm going to use my models, my chips, to model this. And this is positive 5. And what I want to do is I want to take away negatives. But if you remember, negatives are red. And I have no negatives to take away. So I need to create some zero pairs to add to my problem that would provide me with 2 red numbers to take away. So this is 5 plus 0 plus 0. When I put them all together, now I can go ahead and take away or subtract 2 negatives. And in this case, I'm left with 7 positives. So let me draw that on our paper. So I want to draw 5 positives. Step 2 says subtract the second number. So I need to redraw my 5 positives. And I'm going to add some zero pairs so I can subtract the 2 negatives. And then my solution is 7. If you feel comfortable, go ahead and pause the video now and try 5 and 6. If not, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do number 5. So number 5, going a little bit faster this time. I'm going to model 7, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I want to take away 3 negatives. So to do that, I need to add in some zero pairs. In this case, I'm going to add in 3 zero pairs, so that now I have 3 negatives to take away. Now remember, this is just one model for subtracting. There's lots. I am expecting to be able to see your notes, 5, 6, 7, and that when I come back I see all of these notes are filled in and that you have followed along with the lesson. So please make sure you're doing that. Here's my 0 pairs, and in this case I need 3 of them. Now I'm going to show how I'm removing the 3 negatives, and I'm left with 10. You try number 4. Pause the video. Remember to just model the first number here. Now this one here was -4, and I want to subtract or take away 1 negative. So 1 red. I already have that here, so I just take it away and I have -3. I can show that I remove one of the negatives and I'm left with -3. What pattern do you notice? Oops, running out of room there. Alright, so when you subtract a negative number, it's the same as adding a positive. So once you start developing that understanding, then it makes this a lot easier. Go on to the next video.